It's another blockbuster return from international break today. At the battle for the top of the table, Manchester United take on Arsenal this afternoon in the early game today. And Jose Mourinho and Arsene Wenger, well, the stories and the spats in press conferences never seems to end, do they? And as well as on the pitch, and as you can see, the winner of today's game will go clear top. Arsenal will be on 25 if they win today. Manchester United will be on 27 and runaway leaders. Well, only 4 goals allowed for Arsenal this season, but Manchester United have scored 26. So many variables in this. Arsenal obviously losing Mesut Ozil as well, but despite that, Wenger's men running really strong at the moment. Let's have a look at Manchester United's starting lineup. Couple of changes. David De Gea always in goal with Samidu Bayi, Piqué, Luke Shaw. Henwood is with Mata and Pogba in the midfield. Mkhitaryan comes in for Jesse Lingard alongside Memphis and Marcus Rashford, the Arsenal killer last season, obviously, and yet predictably, makes his start today as well. For Arsene Wenger, starting in goal will be Petr Cech with Debuchy, Mertesacker, Mustafi and Monreal. It's El Habadi with Coquelin and Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I believe that's Olivier Giroud up front, top by himself. And these Premier League teams go way too fast for me to read everybody out. It is Giroud up front, as is Rashford and Zlatan. But Rashford picked ahead of Zlatan today. On Manchester United, an incomparable home record at the moment. Unbeaten at home. The only loss they suffered was at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. At Old Trafford, it's been that impeccable fortress it always was under Sir Alex Ferguson. And Rashford is going to play in Memphis. Memphis is going to cut in and try. Oh my word, what a shot from Memphis off the post. That is an absolute stunner. What a shot this is from Memphis. Such confidence off the post. Petr Cech beaten. And Arsenal very lucky not to go behind there. That's a magnificent strike from Memphis early on here. Mata. Pogba. Played in Henrik Mkhitaryan. Good save check. United corner. And Arsenal, don't forget, only conceding 4 this season. But like we said, Manchester United scoring 26 so far. And there's been 3 scoring at Old Trafford and other places recently. Here we are with the United corner. Mata takes it. And it's out. And Arsenal man. And is Alexis Sanchez going to keep that in? He is. Well, next to Manchester United, back to the Europa League to face Celta Vigo. Manchester United have all but qualified for the knockout round. Next for Arsenal will be the Champions League up against Juventus. What contrasting fortunes these teams have. Manchester United the Europa League, Arsenal the Champions League. Jose Mourinho has everything to say about it. United won't be there for too long. Bad clearance, and now here's Pogba. Mkhitaryan. Marcus Rashford is going to be onside. Here comes Rashford. He's belted it in the goal. And it's Marcus Rashford against Arsenal once again. And, well, can this dude stop scoring or what? And he's struck against Arsenal again, Marcus Rashford. And what a shot that is. It is unstoppable. And the kid has done it again, hasn't he? Well, to nick a gaming turn from Aaron Henwood for a moment. I think Marcus Rashford might be considered OP. But he'll certainly take it. And that's his 7th goal of the season. In the league anyway. And he is almost certainly at 10 goals for the entire season already, when you count the cup games as well. And there's the half-time whistle. And Old Trafford just in a frenzy right now as the 2 managers walk to the dressing room, and Manchester United have the lead from Marcus Rashford. And there's nothing more to say than that, really. and he was Arsenal's nemesis when they met in the second game of the league last season, and he's done it again. And the sky is beyond the limit that Marcus Rashford could reach. But we still have another half here at Old Trafford, but you really just doubt anything going wrong here. United have been unbeaten at home all season, and now at half time they have the lead. United 1, Arsenal 0. Welcome back to Old Trafford in the early game today, and we have a Manchester United lead to talk about yet again, and it's yet again that boy Marcus Rashford. I'm not going to give a card out though. Triple substitution as Emily, Coquelin and Giroud go off for Grant Xhaka, Aaron Ramsey and Lucas Perez for Arsenal. Arsene Wenger using all the dice available to him at the moment there. Pogba. Aaron Henwood has kept running. Great save from Petr Cech. It was almost telepathic how Pogba found Henwood here. Like he knew he was going to do that. What a strike from Henwood that is. Great save from Cech. Has to be said. But is Cech still one of the best around in the Premier League these days? Probably behind De Gea. But you take nothing away from the superbness of this Petr Cech. Martin with the corner. Henwood, and he looked for a pass, and one of the Arsenal players is down. Here's Mata, and Cech has gathered it. And this Marcus Rashford. Paul Pogba fights through, and he's fouled Rashford, and he's wide. Oh, Marcus Rashford, he's always in position to shoot. Such an ambition about Marcus Rashford. Jose Mourinho looking to freshen things up as Henrik Mkhitaryan and Aaron Henwood go off for Anthony Martial and Wayne Rooney respectively. You can understand that. And the freshness might help Manchester United get through this match. Arsenal have been a little bit better. And I think Jose is making a mindful couple of substitutions to try and just freshen things up a little bit. Get Manchester United back into the game. Boucher has kind of slipped on the ground. Perez. Oh, Semedo and Mustafi has not been able to get all of that header. Thrown out by David De Gea, only as far as Chamberlain. Here's Mustafi and Perez! And it's an injury time goal for Arsenal. He saved it. 2 points dropped for United today. It is Perez who's done it. And oh my goodness me, out of nothing, Arsenal have struck and denied Manchester United a very well earned victory. Manchester United just mere seconds from scoring all 3 points and deserving them. But you can never count Arsene Wenger's man out. And Lucas Perez, of all people, has scored, and he was on as a substitute, remember. And Manchester United have pretty much thrown all 3 points away, and it's a stalemate then of 1-1, and Manchester United were just mere seconds from scoring all 3 points, but Lucas Perez, who came on as a substitute out of absolutely nowhere, gave Arsenal a point which to some degree they probably didn't deserve too much, but they'll certainly take it. They are Manchester United's closest challengers. And now it's up to the closing pack later today to see what they can do. But today, Old Trafford has been shocked by Lucas Perez in injury time. That doesn't happen often. Fergie time normally is Manchester United's mantra, but today Arsene Wenger has made it a bit of his own. Perez makes it 1-1, Manchester United dominant, but only with a point today. 1-1 it ends here. Let's have a look at the other scores from later on in the day, and Pep Guardiola's season shows no sign of improving. He only had a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace today. Swansea and Everton ended 0-0 also, so points shared along with the goals at Old Trafford. Stoke City have thumped Bournemouth by 3-1 today. Sunderland and Hull City ended in a 1-1 draw. Watford 2, Leicester City 1. The champions losing to Watford, and West Brom and Burnley ended in a goal-scored draw. So with that, the table looks like this. Manchester United obviously still lead from Arsenal by 2 points. Closest contenders being Watford and Middlesbrough in 3rd and 4th. Chelsea climbed to 5th. Pep Guardiola has a point today, but it's put him out of the bubble relegation zone into 15th. Liverpool climbed to 12th. The champions, despite their loss of 11th place, the relegation zone is filled by Everton, Sunderland and Burnley. Burnley started to gain a little bit more momentum. They got a point today, and it's finally starting to turn around a little bit for them. The group stages are nearing their end, but Manchester United have already pretty much guaranteed qualification to the knockout rounds. But if they want to assert their authority in this competition, then they'll be almost certainly looking to win the remaining 2 matches in this group. It is a conservative squad from Manchester United, Jose Mourinho tonight, with the important game against West Ham United coming up to kind of solidify their position as top of the league in the Premier League side of things. Manchester United on 12 points and pretty much guaranteed qualification. Celta Vigo can close the gap to the top with 1 game left to play. If Celta Vigo win here, they will have a chance to top the group in the final round of matches. For Celta Vigo, Sergio is in goal, and it's Maleo Gomez, Gabriel and Johnny in the defence. And up front for them today is Alpaz with Amelio and Duizan Vadlau. For Premier League side, Manchester United, Romero plays in goal with Darmian Smalling, Daley Blind and Joe Riley. It's Mensah with Carrick and Lingard, the midfield 3. Correa has Mkhitaryan and Martial either side of him. That's a great interception by the Celta Vigo man. Hernandez. And that's a great tackle for Chris Smalling. Darby doesn't get all of it either. And Smalling with great defending. No handball given. What a fantastic tackle by Chris Smalling. And now Manchester United come forward with Correa. Right down the other end for Manchester United. Lingard. Oh, what a goal from Jesse Lingard. It's 1-0 to United. And they were just metres from conceding, but a great tackle for Chris Smalling. Led them on the break. And it looked like Manchester United had stopped play here. But Lingard somehow willed that in. Lingard, oh my word. What a strike from Lingard. I don't know if he got all of that at all. But it's somehow he's past the keeper. Jesse Lingard is on fire so far this season. It's a phenomenal strike. I'm not sure if he meant it or not. But in any case, he will take it. That's his 4th goal at the Europa League stage this season. Manchester United ahead again. And can Manchester United finally put that Baron runs behind them? As I said with the players, they've got them more than capable of doing that. Mkhitaryan, Angel Correa has gone down. The referee has given a penalty. It's inside the box, says the referee. And Manchester United have a chance to double the lead here. Well, it's marginal, isn't it? But it's definitely a foul. But I think there might be a question or two whether it's inside or outside the box. Let's take a closer look with a replay. Let's take a closer look at this replay and see if it is inside the box, because Correa goes towards the outside here. We're not going to get the greatest of views, are we? Let's see. He goes down there. And the referee, according to that camera view, as far as I'm concerned, the referee has made the right decision. It's definitely started inside the box, and it's a definite foul. I think that is the correct decision. So Manchester United have a chance here with Anthony Martial to score. Oh, he's put it wide. Very wide. What happened there? Well, Manchester United facing West Ham next. I think the thing they'll be working on in training from there is the penalties. They've been awful this season. I think I'll find Mkhitaryan, who has acres of space. He's going to try and pick out Lingard, and he almost did, although inadvertently. And there's the half-time whistle, and it's been a rather controlled match for Manchester United. Pretty much what you'd expect. They are the kind of runaway qualifiers. Jesse Lingard put them in front by 1-0 for the fantastic strike. It could have been more, but Martial's penalty went horrendously wide, to be honest, and that's something United really need to work on. But at the break, it probably is forgotten about only if they keep their lead here. Celta Vigo 0, Manchester United 1. They're leading again. Schweinsteiger to Martial. Oh, Martial, it's brilliant. And Correa, it's in. It's a scrappy goal, but it's in. Actually, Martial was superb in the whole build-up there. And his shot was deflected into the path of Angel Correa, and he poaches it in. And now Manchester United can be comfortable. But look at this from Martial. Absolutely superb. He forced the save out of the goalkeeper, clashed with Martial in the process. And Correa might have taken a deflection. But in any case, he's hit the back of the net. And Manchester United are in cruise control now. There's another goal for the ever-rising talent that is Angel Correa at the moment. He may be a loanee, but under Manchester United and Jose Mourinho's wing, he is absolutely soaring. Celta Vigo 0, Manchester United 2. Manchester United 5 out of 5, 15 out of 15, a long way ahead in Group G. Celta Vigo are being caught thanks to Aruca's win against Fosu-Mensah tonight.